What's up, clients? Yours truly and your advisor, Michael Ferrera. I'm so glad you're here and I'm so glad that you hopped in. I wanted to come here as we start the last quarter of the year, right? This is huge, right? How fast has 2021 gone by us, right? We've lived through the pandemic. We're still in it for that matter, but we did it for a whole year last year. And quite frankly, we really haven't got back to a 100% capacity. Some states are more active than others. Some states are still locked down. Yes, mine is in California. We're not completely open. A lot of restrictions, a lot of masks. But nonetheless, I wanted to come here as your advisor and share with you ways how you can still finish 2021 really strong and make it valuable. For those of you that are entrepreneurs, those of you that are running companies or large organizations or small companies, or those of you that are employees that work for a company, how can you make 2021 still be valuable and finish it strong? Many of you have had tons of goals and a list of goals and a list of objectives, some of them that I know, some of them that you have shared with me that quite frankly, we've accomplished a lot of them. Some of them we probably haven't finished yet and on track to do so, and some of them may be a little bit behind the eight ball, and it is what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's important for you all to know that it's valuable for you to stay focused and you can still make 2021 successful. And I'll share with you, in my opinion, and what I've learned. And there's so many different ways, and 10 lists or top 10 things or top 7 things or whatever you want to call it. But for me, I've narrowed it down to really 3 things that you can do right now to finish and start the fourth quarter really strong and finish 2021 really strong and close out the year with a bang. And you can check off your list that 2021 was successful. Now, as I go through this list, again, it's only 3 things. That's important to remember, because you do not have to go do 100 other things or buy 10 other books or read these many courses and videos and all that. It's really about narrowing down and getting crystal clear about what you want 2021 to look like and then taking the steps to accomplish them. So as we jump into this thing, I'll encourage you to take notes. Either record it, also look at the notes that I'll have here. But as you notice, there's something that we're doing differently here, right? As an investment advisor, a financial planner, it's not just finances. All of you have seen my new magazine that we just launched, and I hope you're enjoying it. If you haven't received it, please reach out to me. But it's another piece of the puzzle that we really want to just encourage and remind you. Life is about living, right? Not simply about working to pay bills and have a job to pay rent and do this to pay the car. No, right? We really need to be in a space where we can be enjoying and living the life that we truly desire, right? The money, the resources, the finances. Yes, money is important. I get that. But what's more important is happiness, the enjoyment of life. As many of you have heard before in many of my segments, if we look at the spectrum of life and the history of the earth, even if we live to 100 or 200 years old, that segment of life that we have on this earth is so tiny, it's so small, it's so minute. And I encourage you to truly live life at its best and enjoy every single moment of it, right? There'll be ups, there'll be downs, there'll be bruises, there'll be sads, there'll be, ups and downs. But the enjoyment overall is so much more important, which is why as an advisor, I come to you and bring you life resources. Because money and finances is important, but the enjoyment of life is far more important. Now, as we jump into these things, the 3 things that you can do right now, right? I want you to have an open mind, be conscious, be thinking about what you can do and the steps that you can take to make 2021 still a bang and close out this year strong. Now, the number one thing that you can do right now to make sure that you close out 2021 really strong is to get focused and to get crystal clear and only focus on the important things. I will narrow it down to 3 things, right, in your life, right? The list, this is the number 1, right? Find out the 3 most important things for you to do by the end of this year in order to qualify 2021 as a success, right? That's it. Not a list of 10 items, not a list of 40 things and all the stuff that you had on your plate that you started January 1, losing weight, staying in the gym, right? Saving more money, having more family time, whatever it is. All that stuff is good. But let's narrow it down now, right? Let's put down the three most important things that you need to do right now to make 2021 a success. Now, I'll give you an example. For some people, that may be spending more time with family, right? Or, or transferring to a new job. Let's take the family example, right? We all of us are guilty of this at one time or another. Right? I've been very, very disciplined now in my life to be very clear on family time, work time, shut off the computer, shut off the phones, the tablets, everything. So let's take this example of spending more time with family. If that's one of the most important things for you to do and to accomplish by the end of the year, the most important thing that you need to do is schedule it. That's really what you have to do. You have to schedule it. If all of you just open my calendar right now, if I was go to a calendar app, it'll be very crystal clear where my family time is, where my spouse time is in the calendar. No one can affect that. My assistant, my team members, everyone knows that Michael cannot do anything at this time because it's devoted to family, devoted to spouse, devoted to whatever it is. You have to schedule it, right? Scheduling it allows you to keep discipline. Now, if you're some person that continues to work late hours, work overtime, I get that. I've been there. Now, I give this as an example because if we take the family example, you have to put it in front of you and make it crystal clear. What are the steps that you can take to get there, right? Number one, blocking off that time, right? And devoting a specific time, whether it's 1 hour a day, whether it's a weekday or a weekend, all day this day. I don't know what it is, but the most important thing to do is to be crystal clear of what that result and destination is for you. And then you now can put it on paper and be crystal clear in front of you on what the steps you need to take to get there. Okay, if I know that I want to be home 1 hour earlier, what do I need to do to get there? And again, I'm using this as an example. You do not have to make this the standard. Find out what it is for you. As Jim Rome told us, I told you this before, right? Don't be a follower, be a student. Right? Everything I share with you, take it, evaluate it, look at it, and then make it your own. Not 1 hour a day, not one day a week, whatever it is for you. So make sure you get clear on what it is and then make the steps to get there. Okay, if I get to work a little earlier, I can leave earlier. Or if all of these tasks that I focus on here, where are the distractions that are in my life? Do I scroll on Facebook or Instagram and right? Be clear on that. Where is the time going? Most of us say we don't have enough time or, we don't have enough time to do something, but most of the time we do. We're just spending that time doing things that are not as productive as we need to be in our lives. So find the three most important things that you need to do right now to make 2021 a success, to close out the year strong. Now, simultaneously, what that also means is getting rid of things that you're doing right now that are not necessary for you to be productive and efficient and call 2021 a success. For example, many of us may be, doing extracurricular activities at work, or, spending more time in the gym that we need to, or spending less time in the gym than we need to, or devoting time to other things that are not making us the most efficient person that we should be. And that also calls cutting things out. So the list of 30 items or 10 items that you had of, okay, my New Year's resolutions, my goals of 50 list of things to make 2021 great. Okay, that sounds great in January, but when we hit July and June and now even the fourth quarter, quite frankly, you got to be transparent with yourself and be, this is the biggest thing. Be okay with taking things off that list. It's okay, right? right? One of my friends and coaches calls it punting, right? Punting them to the next year. I like to just simply, just move them off or table them to another time. You may want to have, hired a personal trainer and take you throughout the year. Maybe we'll table that to 2022, but more importantly, we just want to be disciplined in getting in the gym on a regular basis, right? Just the opposite. I'll use an example for me. I feel very great in my physical and my fitness state right now. I'm very, very happy with that. But one thing that I had to evaluate is that because I was devoting so much time there, it was possible that I could take away a little time rather than going, 6 or 7 days a week. Even if I was to go 4 or 5, that gives me potentially 2 days or, 6 hours, because going to the gym is a full, journey, right? It's not just a 20-minute workout or a 30-minute workout. It's the shower, it's the prep, it's the drive, it's the mental. And after a while, we're about 90 minutes, 2 hours, right? So if I was to take away 2 days, I could potentially give myself 4 more hours, if not more, of productivity, right? So what can you take away, right? What can you take away of leisure or entertainment to plan your success in making 2021 a success? So again, the number one thing that you can do right now is to focus on the 3 most important things that you need to do to make 2021 a success. If it's hiring the right people, hiring more people to your company, do that. If it's taking a Saturday or weekends off to just focus on getting the right career, the right position for you, do that, right? Be very clear on the 3 most important things that you need to do and focus on those things. I would even challenge you to devote time and daily activities, whether that's 30 minutes or 1 hour a day, just to those 3 things. Because once you get clear on those 3 things, it can allow you to truly close out 2021 strong. Now, number 2, this is gonna be a tough one to share, but it's so important and it's so vital to all of our success. And it's one thing that I've devoted a lot of time to over the past years because unfortunately it's tough to say that I've struggled with this in the past, and I'm so grateful that I've wrapped my mind around it and wrapped my heart and my studies around it so that I can be efficient and productive in this area. And productive and efficient sounds strange when I share the topic because it's not something that's easily done, but I'll share with you ways that you can make it productive and make it efficient. And the second thing that you can do to make 2021 a success as you close out is get better sleep efficiency. Now, notice what I said, sleep efficiency, better sleep efficiency. How do we do that, Michael? Okay, right. Easier said than done. I totally understand that. I will share with you a story, when I was very young in my entrepreneurship career, early 20s. It was not uncommon literally to be up for 2, 3 days, maybe sleep for 1 or 2 hours during that time period. That's not healthy, right? And I have to, just no shame in that, right? I can admit it now because I've gotten over it and, being deprived of sleep and the grind, the hustle, the go, the get it, you gotta do. Okay, I get that, right? Those things are important, but at the same time, your health and mental health of good sleep and better sleep efficiency is vital to your long-term success and health. Right? Money, resources, financial growth, all of those things are important. But when you are well rested and you are efficient in your sleep, you are far more productive during the hours that you are awake and you are actually working. So get better sleep efficiency. Now, I'll share with you some ways to accomplish that. That's not to say to sleep more, right? In some people's cases, and in some cases, again, remember, not a follower, a student. Evaluate your personal situation and see where you fall on that spectrum and adjust accordingly. Sleep efficiency is the key here. Some people may need more sleep. I was guilty at some time in my life where, yes, I needed more sleep. However, some of us probably need to work on how we sleep more efficiently. I'll share with you a few ways to do that. We've heard it, right? Sleep is, there's thousands and thousands. I want to even say millions at this point, right? Right? Let's just say thousands for safety. Thousands of studies that have shared with us, how we can, sleep better, sleep more efficient. There's apps for that. There's, rings and that I've used right now personally in my life to monitor and track our sleep. Don't think you need to go out and buy another device, buy another technology, a watch, a ring, or, a sleep snore tracker, right? All these things exist now. But you don't need to go buy them. There's a few things that you can do to make your sleep more efficient, to make you more productive in 2021. Now, one of those things that I've found the most efficient is and again, I say try to go to sleep at approximately the same time every night. Now, what this does for your body, it gets your body into a system. Our minds, our hearts, our bodies love routines. As much as we may not like them, as much as we want to be free spirited and do our own thing and organic living or whatever we want to call it, our bodies, our minds, our hearts love systems. So do your best to try to go to sleep at the same time on a regular basis, including the weekends, right? Maybe an adjustment of 30 minutes or an hour of leisure on the weekends, but still try to go to bed efficiently, approximately at the same time. You'll be more productive. Now, when you're sleeping and prior to getting to sleep, the second thing that you can do to get better sleep efficiency, start minimizing this technology, right? Not only, is the energy and, all devices and technology give some form of radiation. Okay, it's probably not detrimental at a high level, but it does affect our sleep the more we're looking at screens, the more we're looking at technology and tablets and scrolling and Facebooking and swiping and adjusting. And who else is guilty of this? The one more check of email just before you go to bed. You gotta cut those things out, right? That will increase and help your sleep efficiency. So I would start with, 15 minutes before bed, shut things off. And then graduate it to 20 minutes, shut things off. And then really the most efficient is like 30 minutes to an hour, minimizing and literally eliminating the swipe of, one last text message, one last email, one last scroll, one last looking at the screen, and now even television screens, right? How can we start bringing our body and our minds into a dark, calming space, listening to soothing, calming music that can rest the mind, put our hearts and put our minds to sleep and truly get to rest, to where we can be more efficient during our sleep time. Right? This is a tough one, right? This is a tough one. I get that, right? Get better sleep. How do you get better sleep? This is how, right? But more importantly, keep in mind, I said sleep efficiency. How can we be more efficient in our sleep? So even when we're in bed, and this may be challenging for the first couple of days, maybe even the first week, but as you gradually do this, your body will get into that system, as we talked about, to make you more efficient and more effective while you are sleeping. The third tip that I'll share with you for more productive sleep is, again, make sure that you're in a dark environment, calm environments. If you're where you're like me, where you're in a city, right? There's horns, there's sirens, there's, things that are just happening outside. I'm really grateful now to be in a space, in a home that, my town, my street is very quiet and also very dark. Right? That helps with the sleep efficiency. But make sure you create a sleep productive environment. So whatever that means for you, whether that's, calming music, for most people and all of us, it is making it dark. Our bodies are designed for sleeping in dark and quiet and also cool and calm places. So making sure the temperature is right for your body. Ideally, you want it cooler. Some people will say, no, I need it warm and hot. Well, you decide that. But studies have shown that cooler environments allow for more productive sleep. It allows us to want to cuddle up. It allows us to want to wrap our bodies. It allows us to get in that tight, close position that, again, keep ourselves warm and keep us efficient during our sleep time. So try it. Cooler environments will help you get better sleep efficiency. Additionally, again, dark curtains, making sure you're minimizing the light that's coming into you. I would even challenge, unless you're, have very small children where you need to be alert and awake, minimize or potentially put on that do not disturb. Maybe one or two people that can override the do not disturb, but make sure the do not disturb is on. So the dings and the notifications, those things are eliminated. And those are 3 ways that can help your sleep efficiency while you make yourself more productive and close out 2021 really strong. Now on my third and final tip on how to close out 2021 strong and make it much more successful and even productive. Even if you started off slow, you felt like you've skipped the beat during the middle, you got bogged down with the news and the pandemics and getting back to work and all of the systems or whatever it is. This one will help you. This one will help you be even more happy and joyous as you close out the productivity of 2021. Now, as we talked about, number 1, get clear on focus. Number 2, better sleep efficiency. And number 3, right? Schedule and be okay with having productive leisure. Right? Schedule your leisure. Now, that might sound funny and counterproductive because I'm saying, okay, have more leisure, have structured leisure when you need to be more productive, more efficient to close out the year, more productive, make more sales, hire more people, train more people, give more products, sell more products. And you want me to leisure, Michael? Yeah, leisure, play, have fun, enjoy this journey. It's so vital. It's vital to your success. And the most important thing that I said in the beginning of number 3, schedule your leisure. Schedule your leisure. Schedule your leisure. Now, your leisure can be gigantic things, extraordinary things, or it can be simple things. Gigantic, extraordinary is a vacation or Disneyland or a water park or a theme park or, whatever you want to call it. Whatever gigantic, big, extraordinary thing that is leisure for you, that's okay. But the most important thing is to schedule it, right? Is scheduling that leisure. Now, why scheduling that leisure is so important is that it frees your mind up from thinking about all of the other work that you have to do. Yeah, we get it. I've been there before. You're on the beach or, you're at a social event, and all the time that you're at this leisure or this party or this birthday, all you're doing is thinking about how you got to get back to work and finish that last email and that last report and document, right? And so you're not even really there. You're not even in that leisure moment because all you're doing is thinking about the other things that you got to do at work. The way that you free your mind up from this is scheduling your leisure, right? Put it on a calendar. This is the time where I'm going to just take a break. This is the time where I'm going to hang out with my friends. I'm just going to relax and leisure and just enjoy the moment, right? Be structured on the time, not to the point where you're set in stone, but to the point where it's a start time and an end time, right? If you're a few minutes over, okay. If you're a few minutes behind, okay. But it's not, oh my gosh, I hung out with my friends and I went over 4 hours of hanging out. No, right? Just structure it. I'm going to hang out with my friends at this time, at this period, and structure it to that and leave it at that. Right. So now you can just be in that moment. It releases your mind and takes your stress out of the way, and you can truly focus on having fun and enjoying the moment. The second thing that scheduling this leisure does, it allows you to, right, have fun, right? As we've talked about in the beginning, and as I share with all of my pieces as an advisor, right? Life is about having fun. Right? The boring stuff is financial and planning and where my inheritance go in the future and, going to work unless you're, whatever you're doing something that you love, right? That stuff is the boring. The fun part is being with family, being with friends, right? Hanging out with our children, enjoying the moments that make life enjoyable and happy. So as you schedule your leisure, you really just get to enjoy and have fun in this beautiful journey that we call life, right? So schedule your leisure. That will help you make your 2021 more productive. I would say at least once a week, right? It's to schedule that leisure. Maybe it's watching TV. Maybe it's as simple as going to the movie, watching a movie. That's fine, but schedule it, right? Put it in your calendar. It'll help you be more efficient and more productive during the times that you are awake and that you are doing work. All right. As I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about there's one bonus, and as I always do, so not four, but just bonus. Those are the three things that you could do, right? Right. Make sure you focus on the three things that are most important to you and do only that. Focus on those things. Number two, get better sleep efficiency. And number three, plan your leisure. Plan it out, because that's when you can truly enjoy life and truly enjoy the moment. As I'm thinking about it, there's another piece of the puzzle that I think is a bonus that can be valuable to not only you, but the other people in your life. And the bonus here is, right, get support, right? Get help. Bring a friend into this, right? Say, hey man, hey girl, whatever the thing is, your spouse, your friend, your colleague, your coworker, and you'll say, you know what? Hey, I really want to close out 2021 strong. It's been good for me, quite frankly, or it's been bad, quite frankly, but I think I can really make these last 3 months very efficient and very productive to me. Hey, you know what? Can we hold each other accountable for this? And this is what I'm going to be doing, and this is what I'm going to be accomplishing and what I want to accomplish. And I want to be able to rely on someone that can help me get there. Are you open for that? Right? That's how you get a support system in place. Additionally, maybe it's hiring a coach, hiring a trainer, a mentor, right? If a fitness goal is your thing of top three that can help you make 2021 productive, maybe it's getting a trainer. Maybe it's not a drastically expensive pro athlete, ex-military trainer, but maybe it's someone that's in a gym that's a relatively reasonable cost that can hold you accountable. One thing I found when we invest money, right, it often holds us accountable to do it, right? Oftentimes not just buying the gym membership. Many of us have bought the gym membership and still never go, right? But maybe it's getting the trainer once a week or a couple of days a week that'll hold you accountable to call you and say, yo, your appointment is tomorrow. I'll call you to be here. Or a friend or a colleague or someone that you know, or reach out to me. Maybe I have some resources for you. But more importantly, a coach, a trainer, a mentor, or quite frankly, just a friend or coworker or support system that can hold you accountable and create a support system for you to make 2021 still close out strong. So as your advisor, again, this is a big picture. It's not just money. It's not just finances. It's about the enjoyment of life. And I hope that this information has been valuable to you and tips that you can use immediately right now. You literally have to go buy nothing. You just have to take action. And that's why I say I control my wealth. You control your wealth, right? You control this. You can decide right now to say, that was great information. That was a nice video, right? He was wearing a nice suit or he had a bad suit or, haircut, whatever it is, right? And do nothing. But when you take action and you take the steps to implement these things, wow, that's when life changes and when it becomes drastically exciting. And that's how you can make 2021 close out still strong, by taking these 3 simple steps, and maybe a bonus if you want to add that in. But just taking these 3 simple steps can allow you to close out 2021 strong and make the 4th quarter the best quarter of the whole year. As usual, remember, this is yours truly, Michael Ferrera, signing off. Use me as a resource. Remember, you can have every single thing in life that you want as long as you truly believe it. We'll see you soon. Peace.